Everybody, Tom Majors here to school you a little bit on the Federal Reserve, and if a dumbass like me can get it, so can you. Just takes a little bit of effort, reading, and critical thinking. Yeah, I know they've kind of done away with that in the past few years with No Child Left Behind and Common Core. Oh my God. Anyways, enough. Gotta go fast because it's. I want you to keep in mind that every time you get a check, you go to work, you pay taxes. That work you do is backed. The money you make is backed by work, which is is like a commodity. It's work. It's just as valuable as food. Because you have to, the labor produces goods that is sold. So the work is tangible to a certain extent. Do you see what I'm saying? Kind of like gold and silver, but let's not go that far yet. Okay. You and I cash a check. Does they give it to us in checks or on debit cards? Either way, the motherfucking taxes are taken out. Okay, so they take those taxes that you made tangibly, that you worked for, that you earned. You just didn't fucking write out a check and say, here, I'm cash this. You know what I'm saying? The fiat currency that we have right now is totally bullshit. The debt we have is bullshit. The $85 trillion or $85 billion a month quantitative easing they're printing right now to bail out these banks. Listen, folks, too big to fail doesn't fucking even compute in a capitalist society. No fucking way. It's bullshit. We should have failed in 2008, but they wanted to force debt creation. Because when you debtor a nation, you enslave them. Okay, we're slaves right now. You don't even know it. You're paying taxes. You're making real money, and you're giving it away for the fake money that they're printing. And they're liquidating this fake money, buying all the resources up in the fucking world because they're buying land. You see what I'm saying? Do you see the scheme here? Do you see the Ponzi scheme? And if you don't think this is real, this is a fucking fact. Fractional reserve banking is crock of shit. It's a lie. It always has been. They've lied to us for years. They fucking, you think that your government is safe and all this, that, and the other. And you know what? I don't have any personal disheartening towards our government. I actually think, that they could do some good. They have done some good. But when you look at the recent things that's been happening, 2 billion rounds of ammunition, tanks. Come on, man. They're arming up. All the while, they got 2.3 million citizens in jail, prisons, for nonviolent offenses. 90% of them is nonviolent offenses. 40% of them is pot related. But yet, our government, or not our government, a branch of the government, can bring in fucking heroin. Heroin's everywhere. And where does 90% of the heroin come from? Afghanistan. Point taken, point made. I ain't got to say nothing else. Now, people, you have to understand that every time they print $85 billion a month, it not only devalues the currency, which causes inflation because they can't raise the interest rates, because if they do on $17 trillion, the fucking whole thing, we can't afford to pay it. Okay? They're actually bugging the numbers now. We can't afford to pay even the 0.2%. It's bullshit. But here's the catchy part. Here's the part that you don't know. The last time we went into depression, the Federal Reserve, which is in control of the monetary policy, not the government, because the government has no control over the Federal Reserve because they're not federal at all. They're not government. It's offshore bankers that own this motherfucker that control our fate. Okay? They come out and said, okay, you owe this money on the debt. What are you going to do? They were ready to land grab back then. And they said, we'll put the workers up. We'll tax them. Sure. Good deal. We'll do that. That's real money, see, because when you work, like I said, you work, you make a check, you worked for it, you back it. Boom. You've made it, correct? They take your real money, All right, and they stack it to the side in another bank, IMF, World Bank, whatever. Discourse it out, and then they print this other bullshit to give it to banks to loan out when you're paying the interest, your real money, your hard-earned money, the money you worked for, blah, blah, blah. See what I'm saying? So all the while they're getting rich, stealing your money. You're basically giving it to them because they're printing money out of nothing and making you pay interest on it. But here's the catch. Here's the part they don't tell you. Because you probably already knew all that, you just didn't put it all together. 17 trillion, well, let's say it gets to 20 trillion and it collapses. We owe that debt, which is unconstitutional, illegal as fuck. We owe it. And they're gonna come for it. What do you think? How much do you think 20 trillion, let's say 20 trillion, or 18 trillion, let's say 18 trillion is the magic number. Well, how much land, business, property, whatever, can 18 or 20 trillion dollars buy? Now keep in mind, this is a debt that they created. Obama spent $10 fucking trillion in 5 years. They created this. We have to pay it back. Fake money, we have to pay back with real shit, just like it's always been. Hell fucking no, if you don't get that, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. America, every one of you fucking people out there getting, but the fucking, I mean, they're pushing all these agendas and you're falling for it like fucking rats in a trap. You need to fucking seriously look around you. Look on the expressways, how they're building on the expressways, building walls up around fucking forests. How they're fucking, it's everywhere. It's right in front of you. They are building a fucking fortress. And you're going to be in them little black dots on the map 21. Look it up. I'm not bullshitting. This ain't a game. This ain't a fucking joke. Think I'm playing. I'll be back with part 4 of this disgusting vomit that fucking everybody should know. We should be fucking wanting to destroy the government. Because it ain't just government. You need a trilateral commission, CFR. The fuckers ain't elected, but yet they make decisions. Because they're rich. Fuck that. They don't want us alive because we're not... we didn't make trillions of dollars. Well, you didn't give us a fucking chance, motherfucker. You dumbed us down. You fucking made us ignorant. And that's what happens. So, I say, stop that pattern. Tom, man, I'm out, man. Wake the fuck up.